Hi. So when I decided to go on social media about a year ago, a year ago, I really made a commitment to myself to ensure that whatever I shared really was authentic and spoke to what I was going through at whatever time. And I feel I've done a good job keeping true to that my expression of that. And so today, when I woke up feeling massively overwhelmed, I thought, okay, here's the topic for my live chat today. So before getting into some, like, how do we deal with releasing that feeling of overwhelm, or how do we combat feeling overwhelmed, I wanted to share with you the awareness that I came to this morning after kind of reaching into my toolbox and coming to some of the things that work best for me. And I really wholeheartedly feel that when we feel overwhelmed, it's because we are at that moment, that turning point when change is needed to happen, or when we are needing to reevaluate how we're doing things. So it's a beautiful time to celebrate in a way, something new. It's the call for something new. So we do not need to go through every single day feeling like we are being bulldozed by life, and actually look at the messages that are coming when we're feeling overwhelmed. So today for me, as I woke up feeling really overwhelmed, I was like, okay, what is going to allow me to ground back down and feel a little bit more clear so I can make some of these decisions I need to make and carry through in a way that's productive and efficient in the way that I need to, and be available to everybody in my life that I need to be available to. Because that's what happens, when we're overwhelmed, we're so in our head, and we get so caught up in the thoughts of everything and the to-dos or the decisions that we have to make, that we actually are kept from the people and the things that we love most. So for me today, it was actually not about going to the yoga mat, which it really often is. It was about going for a walk with my dog and listening to a song that is probably one of the most magically healing songs that I know of. And so I will put a link to it below. But if you have not heard of Satnam Kaur, please check her out. She has the most angelic, beautiful voice you've ever heard. And her song, Ra Ma Da Sa, is absolutely amazing. So this chant that she does is actually the most healing chant that there is. So it is absolutely divine, and it completely changes things when I'm feeling totally overwhelmed. So the other awareness I came to this morning as I was walking, listening to her beautiful voice in my earbuds, is I realized a really key thing that, I speak a lot about the importance of connecting in and healing ourselves, and how we can do that. We can be empowered to connect to our inner healer. And part of that awareness, that richness in understanding, comes from actually realizing that our emotional states need to be healed just as much as our physical ailments. And I think sometimes we can easily ignore those feelings of overwhelm, those feelings of stress, those feelings of tension, as just being like, oh, that's life, things are tense, I'll deal with it later, kind of thing. And that's when actually things manifest and get worse and can create some more serious ailments. So I think sometimes when we think of being healed or focusing on healing ourselves, it's when we have something more pressing, when things have gotten to the point where actually an ailment or a dis-ease in the body, not disease, but there could be a disease, but I love calling it a dis-ease because it's really just a lack of flow of the energy in the body that creates this. I just had a beautiful lunch yesterday with my godmother, and we were talking about this. She's just turned 79, and So she's at the phase of life where a lot of her friends are getting sick and a lot of them are facing death. And she was sharing a story of one of her friends who, ignored symptoms that she should have been paying attention to sooner, and who knows what would have happened. But it led us into this conversation about the fact that we are a meat body. Like, we are made up of bones and muscles and cells and organs and all of those things. But this meat body, these cells, these organs, these bones, these muscles would be absolutely nothing if it weren't for the energetic body keeping us alive. So we need to really connect into that wisdom and understand that, and know that that is not out there in the ether, some woo-woo thing. And this is something that we really can be mindful of every single day. So when we are feeling like this morning, when I was feeling overwhelmed, I knew it was a sign that I needed to bring some healing to my body, my mind, my heart, my soul. And so the question is for you to figure out in each moment to be in touch with what you're feeling so you can give yourself the healing you need, and know the tools that work best. So be aware of what is fueling for you. For me, I got right back on track within, a 30-minute walk with my dog, just in terms of clarity. I mean, I'm sure there's still some layers to work through, but so for me, it was that song, the Rama Dasa, listening to that incredibly beautiful healing mantra, which is, again, the most healing mantra I know of. Snatnam Kaur, she sings it beautifully. Check it out. It's amazing to heal any and everything that you may be going through. And then what's your thing? Is it walking? Is it yoga? Is it going to the gym? Is it some crazy workout? Is it sitting in meditation? Is it calling a friend? Maybe you have someone amazing that you can talk to that would really prove to be healing for you. Is it going to somebody for a healing treatment? Going to someone for a coaching session, like whatever. Sometimes we have to hire our help. They may not be existing in our life other than that. So that I know that in my life. So that's the reality sometimes. So, but honoring yourself enough to give yourself what you need to create that balance again, that healing state, that healed state when you are in those places of overwhelm, however that may be. So, now also I just wanted to say too, so for me, this feeling overwhelmed, having a soothing song and a healing song like Ramadasa is really amazing for me. But for you, it may be like Crank and Roar or some other fun song and dancing it out, or just not singing loud, and I do have times where that really works for me too. Just to, shake it off. It's a good song for that, actually. But for me this morning, really, it was like getting grounded and healing, to get me more present with, what I'm needing to conquer today. So connect into you. If you are feeling overwhelmed, connect in and tune into the things that you know are fueling for you, that you know are healing for you, and give yourself just a small amount of time to do those things. And be mindful of the triggers that happen in your life, and invite in the awareness that you deserve to be healed from anything that feels out of balance in that way, and that really is healing. One of the things that is creating a bit of overwhelm for me today is the building of this course that I'm doing. I am working to make the most amazing course for all of you, the chakra course that really is all about this, connecting into how to heal yourself, how to be more connected with you, more connected with your intuition, so that you can really live a life that you feel most awesome living, and have the strategies you need to connect in, to heal yourself, and to transform, to know what is inside and how you can create transformation in the way that you dream of. So this is what I'm making for you, everybody. And I would love you to be part of it. And if you're not feeling it right now, maybe you know someone that is. So send me, right now, I'm collecting email addresses until I get all the systems in place to sort out how I'm going to log all of that. So that should be set up very soon. But for the time being, send me a message. And give me your email address if you'd like to learn more about this course, or send me an email, Catherine, CATHERINE, at theholisticway.ca. So THEHOLISTICWAY.ca. Catherine at theholisticway.ca. Send me an email so I have your email and let me know you want to know more about this course, or private message me and send me your email via that. So if you are listening to this feeling overwhelmed today, take a breath. Take maybe 5 breaths and connect in with what your heart says you need to do right now for you today. And do it. You deserve it. No one else is going to do it for you. Make that time for you. You and everyone else in your world who needs you to shine bright, needs you to take that time for you. If your mom, your little ones need you to be full. So do what you need to be full for yourself today so that you can perform in the way that you so desire in your life. I love you guys. Thank you for those that tuned in today.